Right with you. You can start in seated position. Let's start in seated. Okay. So from our seated position, we get to sit up tall first. We get to sit up tall, roll our shoulders maybe in one direction, and start to slow down the rolling of our shoulders. I notice I start off so fast. So just slowly roll the shoulders. And then roll your shoulders in the other direction. Nice and easy. Feel the shoulder girdle. No rush. And then when that feels like enough, we've kind of lubricated that joint. Let's take our arms overhead and reach. I'm going to actually bring my hands down in front and interlace my fingers and then press them back up. Maybe the palms press up towards the ceiling if that feels okay. If not, just your fingers can reach up. I'm going to take my right hand over to the right. And I'm going to slide sideways so it doesn't confuse. So right hand on the floor, left arm arching over. Feel the stretch, both feet are down. And then rainbow both arms to the other side. Reach up with that right arm and then over to the left. Feel your breath and then coming back up. Planting the hands behind you and reaching that chest or heart up with the head fall back. Maybe your fingers are pointing forward or off to the side, stretching your wrists. And then gently pressing up, reach your hands up and fold forward. Let your head go. You walk those fingers a little bit more. And then walk the hands back towards your body and twist towards the right. Right hand behind your tail, left hand on your right knee. Lift and look over your right shoulder. Just a gentle pressure, no forcing. It's whatever's available in the beginning here. And then we'll switch sides. Right hand on our left knee, left fingertips behind. Reach the crown of your head, the top of your head up, up. Breathe into your low belly. And then gently release. Let's undo our legs and cross them the other way. We'll do one more forward fold to finish off this beginning stretch. When you're ready, reach your arms up and then bring the hands down and walk forward. Letting the head go. And then bring the hands back towards your body. And we'll roll over our shins here into a table position. Take your time. Maybe curl those toes under and you can do the toe stretch. Rolling from side to side on the toes. And my toe is a little injured, so it's really good to take note of our body. Wherever we have aches and pains, we get to be gentle and aware. And from here, our table position, maybe tapping the tops of our feet down. Then let your belly naturally droop towards the earth as you lift your gaze and your tail spread across your heart space. And it's all on your inhale. Exhaling, Beginning with the exhale, let it be slow, arching your back towards the ceiling, tucking your tummy, belly button in, and your chin. And then gently reverse. Belly button moves towards the ground. Lift your gaze. And then exhale nice and slow, pushing the air out at the end, but let that motion match the rate of exhale. And then one more. Follow your beautiful. And from here, we're actually going to do some thread the needle before we move into our first flow. So taking your right hand, um, lift it towards the sky, twirl your wrist, gaze up at it, and then roll that right shoulder back, engage that muscle behind the shoulder blade, and then slide that arm underneath. Let your right cheek come to the mat, reach your left hand out in front, or you could wrap that left hand behind your low back. Just breathe here. And sliding that left hand back. Gently reach the right arm all the way back up. And then place the hand down, taking the left hand up. Gaze up. Really engage that back shoulder muscle. Twirl the wrist maybe. And then slide that left arm underneath you, bringing the side of your face down, reaching the right hand forward. Breathe. Good breath. Slowing it down a little bit, just being present. The pace of the present moment. And then gently slide that right hand back towards your face and press up, reaching the left arm up one more time, and then down. Now let's curl the toes under and find down dog for the first time. Take your time. Maybe the knees are bent a lot. Spread those fingers, press into the palms, and then pedal out those knees. Let the head be heavy off the vine of your neck. And then when you're ready, find some stillness. If you haven't already, just breathe another breath or two here. Just letting ourselves settle in to whatever sensations are there, whether they be super comfortable or a little bit uncomfortable with the stretch like mine. And look between your hands when you're ready. Step forward into our first fold. Grab the opposite elbows and sway from side to side. And then gently finding stillness here. Let the weight of your upper body stretch that low back and mid back. Maybe sway your head from side to side. And then when you're ready, let's roll up. And then take those arms overhead. Bring the palms together. Slide them down in front of your heart space. Tuck your chin, tuck the tail under. Engage strong legs. Find an intention for this moment today. What do you need? Draw that intention in with your breath. Acknowledge it. And then taking the arms back up and over to your right. And then back up, open, look up, and over to your left, up and open. Interlace those fingers like we did before behind your back. And then hinge at your hips, keep a flat back. 90 degrees-ish, and then round the rest of the way. Let the hands move towards the ceiling as your head droops and hangs without any effort. Beautiful. And release those hands down to the fold. Let's press on our shins and feet forward. And then plant your hands, step your feet back, top of the plank. And squeeze the elbows and lower partway down. Inhale into upward facing dog. And exhale into down dog. Beautiful. Couple breaths here. Then take the right foot up, twirl it, and step it forward. I'm going to come down on the back knee and bring my hands to my knee. Just pressing forward in this lunge. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to find gate pose. So I'm going to take my left hand down to my right hand inside my right foot. I'm going to drop this right knee down to the mat, but I'm going to have it kind of face off to the right. Then I'm going to turn the left foot and make it straight. Bring my right arm up and bend over that straight left leg. That right foot is your kickstand behind you. Beautiful. And then I'm going to come up into a wide-legged forward fold. So just lift off of that right knee and droop, fold forward. You can see you through my legs, which is fun. Press your hands down into the mat. Maybe walk those fingers so that they're parallel with your toes and press down. And then walk your hands to the left foot. Skandasana on the right leg straight and run the heel of the right foot. Wiggle those toes. Getting low on the left side. And then walk your hands back to the front. And take that right foot high for three-legged dog and plant your foot. Breathe. And take your left foot, twirl your foot, and step it forward. Bringing that right knee down, really lean forward into that right hip flexor. Runner lunge, but really pressing the hips forward. And then gate pose. We're going to take the left knee this time down to the mat with that left foot behind us, straightening the right leg, bringing the sole of that foot down to the mat, and then lifting up with our torso. Take the right hand down to the right leg, and the left arm arches over. Beautiful. So the right leg is straight, the sole of our foot pressing down. Our left side getting a stretch from our hip through the side body. And then bring both hands down. We're going to come up into wide-legged forward fold. So stepping the left foot up, walk the hands back underneath you, press down. You would like a different version here to grab your big toes. Not really a great option for me. I'm going to take my fingers and interlace them and bring my hands up towards the ceiling as my head moves more and more towards the floor. Engage your thighs. Shift weight forward a little bit. And then gently release the hands or whatever you've got holding on to and press up halfway. And we're going to lean into this right knee skandasana. So deep lunge in the right side, pivot onto the ball of that left heel, and enjoy. Stretch, breathing, not too much weight in our hands, but they could be down as kickstands, or you could keep them up in front of your heart. Or save it for the next round. We'll do this one more time. And then walk those hands back towards the front. Plant your hands so you can take your left foot high into three-legged dog. And step your foot down and breathe into downward facing dog. Yay. This feels much different than when we started with the down dog. Beautiful. When you're ready, step your foot forward. Then the other foot, meet yourself at the front of your mat in forward fold. Maybe bind opposite elbows. Let your weight pull you down into a deeper forward fold than before. Breathing still. Uphill now into the root of your belly. And then round up. With your arms overhead. And bend to the right into your side bend. Press into both feet. Then come back to center, open your chest. Arms up and over to the left. My cat is staring at me now, so cute. Arms back up, release those hands and open your chest. Maybe goalpost those arms or bend the elbows and fold forward. Hug the back of your leg. Press on your shins, up. And then step the feet back into the top of the plank. Lower down when you're ready. And then press forward and up into your upward facing dog. And then curl the toes, down dog. Breathe here for a good breath. Maybe two. Maybe a sigh. And then we'll take that right foot up. Stretch and reach. Stretch and reach. I love that. Then bend the knee, bounce that heel towards your hips, and step it forward. You're going to drop the back knee. This doesn't feel great to be involved that foot, but you could keep that knee lifted if you like. Bringing the hands up to the knee, press forward. And then we're going to find ourselves in gate pose. Right knee comes down to the mat, foot out behind you. Pivot the left leg so the sole of the foot is on the ground and the leg is straight. Bring the right arm up and over. Left arm slides down your left leg. The left leg straight, left arm down the leg, right arm arching over. And then bringing that right hand down, step the right knee off the mat into forward fold. Wide leg, forward fold. Maybe finding our way up into goddess squat from here. So first, press your hands into the mat and pull yourself into this forward fold. And then gently lift your torso. Take your feet out at an angle so the toes are out at an angle. Bend the knees and come upright. Bring those fingers behind your head and gently press the back of your head into those fingers. Open your chest. Beautiful. For this round, we'll just be still. Really press those knees out. Take the tail down. And then straighten your legs, and we'll find skandasana on the left side. Coming down on the left, straighten the right foot, look at the right toes, maybe your palms come in front of your heart this time. And then walk those hands to the front of your mat. And take the right foot high. And downward facing dog. Good, breathe. Taking your left foot up when you're ready. Bend that knee. Let the heel bounce. And then step that foot forward. Dropping the back knee. Bringing your hands to your knee. And press forward. Beautiful. Gained pose. From here, the left knee comes down. Left foot reaches behind you. So you can kind of roll onto the sole of that right foot with a nice straight right leg. Reaching your torso up, slide the right hand down that right leg and bring that left arm over. Stretching right over that straight right leg. Good breathing. And then undo that. Bring your hands down so you can eventually step into a forward fold. However you want to get there. Wide leg, forward fold. Letting yourself be in the fold. Be heavy. You could interlace your fingers again. Maybe the other thumb on top. Reach those hands high. Pull the belly in. Breathe. Gently release. Coming up into goddess pose. Sliding those toes off to the side so that when you lift with nice bent knees, we feel nice, strong, stable. Pull the belly in. Interlace those fingers, maybe the other thumb on top. Press the back of your head into the nest you've created with your hands. And then you could stay here, or you could do those mindful tic-tacs to one side and then the other. Just with an exhale, you tick down. With an inhale, you tack up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, upright. I'm going to do one more each side. Beautiful. Straightening those legs and then coming down towards the back of the mat, plunging into the right knee so we can skandasana. On the left, nice long leg, toes reaching up towards the ceiling. Breathe. And walking the hands to the front of our mat, pivoting on the ball of the right foot so we can take that left foot up, three-legged dog. And then plant it, down dog. Beautiful. Let's walk our hands to the back of the mat this time. Finding a twist, left fingers down, reach your right hand high, bend your left knee, twirl that wrist. You wrap the hand behind your back, open the front of your chest. What do you feel? How does that feel? Where do you feel it in your body? Breathe right into that space. And taking that right arm up, trade places with your hands. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, reach your left arm high. Again, feel your sensations. Let's not avoid them and breathe right into it. Beautiful. Bringing that left hand down. Let's roll all the way up. Reach your arms overhead and bend to the right. Back up through center, open, and bend to the left. Up and open, and then coming down into our chair pose. Breathing here. tail down, grounding into the earth, even through that empty space. We can still see our toes. Maybe your palms press in front of your heart, or your hands are lifted over your head. And then we're going to just ground into the left side. We're going to lift the right foot if you are up for the challenge. Kind of kicking it out. And then lifting up. Bending it behind. Lifting up. Lifting out. Coming down. And then set that right foot back down. Recenter. Restore. Both feet balanced. Then put more weight in the right foot. Kick that left foot out in front. Lift by straightening the right leg. Bend back down into that right knee. Kick that foot behind. Come back up, straighten the right knee. And lower one more time, left leg out in front. And then plant the left foot. Lower. Straighten, reach your arms overhead. Feel how good that feels. And then fold forward. Hug the back of your legs. Press on those shins. Peek forward and walk your hands to the top of the plank. Lower down. Inhale up. And exhale into down dog. Breathe, spread those fingers. Beautiful. When you're ready, take the right foot high. Step it forward. Pivot and plant the back foot. Let's grab our weights. We'll do some tick-tocking here in our warrior one. So bring those weights to your hips. Kind of use your hands to help guide those hips and your chest forward, lunging deep into that right leg. Reach your arms high. Feel the lunge now. We're going to straighten the leg and bring the hands down all the way to your hips. And then curl up, press up, and lunge forward with your knee. We're going to do that 2 more times. Straighten the leg, bringing the hands down, first to your shoulders and then down in front, palms face forward. Then curl those palms back to your shoulders. Turn your hands, press your hands up, and lunge back down. Maybe just follow your own rhythm there. And if we do add some of that motion, let's just do a couple more. Slow, conscious, but following, lunging into that knee and straightening it to match your arm motion. Okay, and that feels like enough. Take that foot so it aligns with your back foot. Take your arms out to warrior 2. Lunge deep. We're just going to hold static here with that extra weight. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and breathe. Beautiful. And we're going to take the mat down to the ground. Straighten the right legs. We can find our triangle pose. You can reach those hands back to a T. Reach forward with your right hand and then down. Left arm goes up. Breathe. Beautiful. And take that left hand down inside your right foot. We're going to come off of the back leg into a curtsy squat. So I'm going to tuck that left thigh behind my right thigh in one motion if it's available to you. Otherwise, just step that foot forward. Squeeze those thighs together and you rise into marcher pose. Bringing that knee out in front, arms lift. Beautiful. And then I'm going to shift into warrior 3. So I'm going to kick that left foot out behind as I pivot my torso so it becomes parallel with the ground. challenging. Let yourself come in and out. Wobble, do all the things. Beautiful. And then back up into marcher. I touch the wall, which is good. It's totally fine. Flex those toes. Lastly, cross the ankle over the knee and sink down to temple dancer. Press into that left outer hip. Beautiful. And looking down, take that left foot off of the knee and step it back. And take the right foot high, three-legged dog. Plant the foot and breathe. Beautiful. Maybe a sigh out of the mouth. And take the left foot high. Step it forward. Pivot and plant the back foot. Find your weights if you like. You can skip it this time if you want. Bringing those weights up. Find warrior one. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Lunging deep into that front knee. Breathe strong. And as you lower your hands and weights, straighten the leg. And then bend the knee and lunge again as you curl the weights and press them up. So bring the weights down to your shoulders and then down to your hips, straighten your leg. And then bend into the knee, curl up and press up. And then just follow your own motion, not rushing, but lunging in as you curl and press. Straightening it as you bring the arms down. A few more. Okay. Then straighten your arms out to a T. Shift the left foot so it's aligned with your right. Lunge deeper. Warrior two. Warrior two with our weights. Static hold. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Open our chest. Breathing deep. Beautiful. And then we're going to drop the weights. Bring our arms back up to a T. Feel so light. Straighten that left leg. Triangle pose. Reach forward with the left hand. Up with the right. Gaze up towards those right fingers. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy your triangle pose. And taking that right hand down and the ball of that foot, we're going to find that curtsy squat behind the left thigh. So when you're ready, you can take a big step or several little steps on that right thigh behind the left and come up and bring here and then up into our marcher pose. Bring the right knee high, flex those right toes. And then pivot your upper body, kick the right heel behind you. Find warrior three. You can use your hands wherever you need to. I'm going to use my hands. My left foot is a little bit healing. My toe is healing. But there you go. Using it is actually beneficial as long as there's no pain. And then that feels like enough. Let's come back up into our marcher pose. Nothing to prove. Flex those toes and then cross that ankle over the left knee and sink down. I'm using the wall to sink. And once I'm there, I'm going to try and balance. Yep, it's good to balance. Does not cause any pain, which is great. Breathe. Now when you're ready, lift, step the right foot all the way back, bring the hands down, lunge if you like, and then take that left foot up, twirl your foot, and step it down. Beautiful. Maybe there's some sighs after that big effort. And we're going to come down to the mat. You can drop to your knees and then bring your hips down and slide those legs out in front. Lovely. Okay. So let's just start in Dandasana or staff pose. Just roll your shoulders a little bit forward and then up and back, and then hold them back. Flex the toes towards you. And bring the hands down by your sides and press into the floor. Tuck your chin. Move the crown of your head up. Flex those thighs. Beautiful. You're going to take the arms up and then do one forward fold. Grab your calves, your ankles, or your feet. Straighten it back and fold it in. Let go of your head and neck. Gently pull with your arms. Release. Beautiful. Okay, from here, it's boat pose time. So we get to bring those fingers behind our hips. Bend the knees and slide the heels closer to your body. Squeeze those knees together, squeeze your ankles together, and create one unit with those legs. Leaning back with our chest, find that angle, but keep the shoulders squeezing together. Keep the chest open. Then lift the ankles and feet when you're ready. They could be bent, or you can work to straighten them. You can lift the hands and reach them out in front when you're ready, or you can keep those fingers back like little kickstands. But breathe, squeezing legs together, maintaining that straightish back. First round, we just sink into it and feel it. Beautiful. Bring the feet down, press the hands into the floor and lift your chest, gaze up. Lovely. Now we're ready for round two. And in round two, I think I'm going to alternate between upward boat and canoe or low boat. I'm still going to squeeze my feet together in my knees, leaning back, finding that angle before I lift off with my kickstands, lifting our feet, then the hands join, being here for a moment. My cat is awake. And coming down onto the low back, and then with control, coming back up to your high boat. Take your time, let it be wobbly. And then gently lower down with control to the low back. And then lift up. Take your time. And down. We'll do it one more time after this. Almost there. Not rushing. And letting it be wobbly or shaky like mine. One more time. Hi, babe. Mariah is here to give support. She's cheering us on. Thank you, Mariah. And then all the way down. Give the kitty a pet. And then reach those arms overhead. Stretch the belly. It feels good. Be so soft. Beautiful. And then to round off that boat pose experience, we're going to do some side to side. So we're going to lift back into a boat and alternate and work our obliques, our side abs. So when you're ready, let's gently press up. Last effort for our abs. Lean back, squeeze your feet and knees together. And then bring your arms out in front and imagine there's a ball there. We're going to take that ball and tap it on the ground next to our right hip. And then lift, reach out front and next to our left hip. Following this ball with our gaze, letting our legs be stillish. And just doing maybe 5 more. Not rushing. Feel like I'm starting to rush. So I'm going to be aware and slow down. If you are done, then bring your feet down. Doing 1 or 2 more. You can do it. If you can breathe through the misery of it, knowing that you're doing so good for your body. All right, I'm done. Rolling the back down, reach those arms overhead, whole body stretch. Oh, reach, reach, reach. And then let's counteract it with a lovely bridge. Bring the hands down next to your hips. Bend your knees and slide the heels near your hips. And then press into those heels. Bring your hips off the mat. Maybe interlace those fingers underneath your hips if that is available. Whatever you're doing, press into those heels. Lift the hips towards the ceiling. Drive your chest into your chin by pressing forward with your shins. Good. Now let down and hug those knees. Rock from side to side. And gently let the knees fall all the way to the right. Left arm out to the side. Breathe here into this spinal twist. When you're ready, knees back up and over to the left. Right arm goes out to the side. You can hold on to the top of the right knees with your left hand if you want, or both arms out to the side. And gently come back up. Recenter those hips underneath you. Hug them one more time. Rock around on your low back. And then from here, maybe a happy baby or any other motion or stretch or movement that would feel good. I'm going to find happy baby, reaching for the outer edges of my feet. And side to side, pulling my knees down towards the floor. Active happy baby. And then gently release. Stretch those feet out in front. And find that resting pose. This final release. Letting go the hands and feet. Let your eyes close as the ground fully receives all of you, all of your weight, so that you can just let go. to feel the breath moving through your body. Feels good. Wiggle the fingers or toes. Reach those arms overhead one more time. Knees into your chest. And eventually rock to one side. The fetal position. Pause here. And when you're ready, press up into your seat. Into the seat, pressing your palms together, tuck your chin. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate your breath. What are you inspired for today? What is your intention? Beautiful. And that light and that intention honors that in you. Namaste.